The biggest issue is that everything what you're doing at the minute is you are iterating, you're changing like headlines and call to actions, but you're changing it on quicksand. So that because there is no solid foundation underneath, and you are going to keep on running this treadmill, changing call to actions and headlines until you're blue in the face. And it's not going to change anything unless if you start working on your foundations. Who is this for specifically, and what is their problem? And when I say what is their problem, but we're not looking for surface level problems or surface level desires. People always want more money. They want more time. That's not the main desire, or they are stressed. That's true, but it's not the main problem. If you are going to write your copy based on you will be less stressed and you will make more money, that is never going to work. Maybe 10 years ago, but not now anymore. Especially not because it's a highly sophisticated market. It is saturated, which does not mean that you cannot succeed, but you have to be hyper specific in your big idea, your unique mechanism, who this is for, and what their deeper underlying motivation is to now solve this problem. Well, you're starting to talk about Eric, and you even say like a 7-figure agency owner. What if I'm not an agency owner? So screw it, I'm gone. Another thing is like, I don't give a damn about Eric. I only think about myself. I'm here with my problem. What is this guy going on about? The 7-figure agency owner that then had another 7-figure business in 90 days. I don't care. I really don't care. This is the attitude that you have of the people. And this is why everybody bounces. That's why you get no traction. That's why you keep on running around trying to build something on quicksand and then changing a CTA, or am I going to do an application funnel, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, is all not going to change anything, because you're trying to tweak things that you can tweak later on once you start to have like real traction and you have a control and you have something that you know that works, and then you go from there. But you don't have those foundations because the really very basic stuff is just not there. And this is because you're using ChatGPT. You're
like, what am I missing?
like that,
when you say foundations,
that's super specific. So when you need the first couple of seconds of your video, it needs to make crystal clear that whoever this is for, they recognize themselves in there, that they go like, yep, this is for me. And the transformation. What's going to happen? What is going to change in my life? I don't care that Eric has 7 figures, whatever. And then later on, when you go through the video, you start going on, you start talking about features and deliverables. You're like, and this is step number 1, and this is step number 2, and this is all just a yawn fest. There's no emotion in there. There's no intrigue. That, like, people don't want at that level. They don't want to hear what your 6 steps are, because you have not done any of the emotional hook, the pulling them in actually yet. That is that has no part in your VSL whatsoever. That all needs to be hook, story, offer. And that's all built around your big idea, your unique mechanism, then your one audience that you go after with their one deepest hidden problem and desire that you have, that you and only you can solve. You can only nail down your script if you do really very deep research in your avatar, in yourself. What is your uniqueness? And then find a way to craft the story around that.